Hi everyone. Today we will be discussing the topic SHG, Self-Help Group. We have completed our first module NGO, non-governmental organizations, and these NGOs and SHGs are related topics, and in this section we will be discussing what is SHG and its importance in development process and various government initiatives related to these SHGs and some problems related to these SHGs, and we will provide some solutions for it, and finally we will be discussing the previous year questions related to this topic. So let us start with our discussion. What is SHG? SHGs are self-help groups. These are self-help groups, and it is a group or association of people having similar socio-economic background. These are group or association of people having similar socio-economic background. Since these people having similar socio-economic background, these people face some common problems or they have some common interest. In order to solve these common problems or in order to attain this common interest, these people join together to form these SHGs, okay, self-help groups. And the main idea behind these self-help groups are mutual trust or mutual support. That means the members of these SHGs are help with each other. And the nature of these SHGs are voluntary. These are voluntary and informal in nature. These are voluntary and informal in nature. And you can use this definition of SHGs in your answers, especially in the introduction part. Okay. So the key words are, these are group of people or association of people having similar socio-economic background. Since these people are from the similar socio-economic background, they have some common problems or they have some common interests. In order to solve these common problems or in order to attain this common interest, these people join together to form these SHGs, and these are voluntary and informal in nature, and the main idea behind these SHGs are mutual trust and mutual support. So we have completed the definition part of SHGs. Now let us discuss some importance of SHGs. Importance or role of SHGs. The SHGs play a greater role in self-employment, skill development, poverty alleviation, financial independence, etc. And we can categorize these into under various headings, like it helps in financial inclusion, it helps in gender equity, and it acts as a it helps in voice to marginalized sections. Okay. So the first one is role of SHGs in financial inclusion. What do you mean by financial inclusion? It is the availability and equal opportunities to access financial services, and these financial services are provided by various financial institutions like bank. So these are financial inclusion means this is the availability and equal opportunities to access financial services. That means there should be no discrimination based on any criteria like rich or poor. So all people in the country should have access to these financial services provided by this bank or other financial institutions. Okay, but there is a lack of financial inclusion in our country. and a committee under C. Rangarajan submitted a report on the financial inclusion in the country, and it identified 4 reasons for the lack of financial inclusion in our country. So this committee under Sri Rangarajan identified 4 main reasons for the lack of financial inclusion in our country. The first reason is inability to provide collateral security. Inability to provide collateral security. Let us consider a situation. Imagine a person X. He was a village man and he was also an unemployed person. So he decided to start a new grocery shop and he approaches a bank. But this bank is hesitated to provide him loan or credit because this person X has no money in his hand. So he then approaches a money lender. And this money lender was ready to give him money, but he charges heavy interest rate on him. As a result, he was unable to pay back this money to this money lender, and this person again approaches another money lender, and this cycle continues. So this is the problem, because these people, our poor people in the village areas, they are not able to provide this collateral security and they are exploited by these money lenders. Okay. The second reason identified by this committee is poor credit absorption capacity. Poor credit absorption capacity. Let us consider another situation. Imagine a person Y and he got money from this bank because he used his house as a collateral. So this bank provide money to this person Y, but he did not know how to utilize this money effectively, and he spent this money in various unnecessary things, and especially in the unproductive areas. So at last, finally, he was unable to pay back this money to this bank, and he lost his house. This is the another problem. So even though the people get money from this bank or credit from this bank, these poor people are not not aware about how to utilize this money. Okay. The third reason identified by this committee is inadequate reach of the institutions. Because these financial institutions are most often located far away from these rural areas. As a result, these poor people or village people are not access this, and they are not able to access these financial services provided by these financial institutions. So inadequate reach of the institutions is the another problem. Then the fourth one is weak community network. There is a lack of joint effort between the people. For example, in this case, the person X and the person Y, they try to solve their problem individually. Instead of that, if these two persons join together to form a group, they can solve their problems easily. So these are the 4 reasons identified by the C. Rangarajan committee for the lack of financial inclusion in our country. The first one is inability to provide collateral security, and the second one is poor credit absorption capacity, and third one is inadequate reach of the institutions, and the fourth one is weak community network. So in this situation, SHGs play a greater role, and it helps in financial inclusion through various methods. The first one is SHG bank linkage program. SHG bank linkage program, and the second one is priority sector lending, and the third one is it helps in banking literacy, and the fourth one is it helps to find alternate source of employment. Okay.